Wait, I have something to say before we go.
All right, everybody, calm it down. Robbie's got a thing.
We've been doing this little thing for the past 6 or so months where people say, Gabriel, when are you coming back to the show? And
it's a topical question.
Rich always says, I don't know. God can't bring me back. What's on your to-do list, God, that you can't bring back? So that he doesn't have the time.
Well, just because you had that line of dialogue where he specifically said, my calendar's packed.
It's true. That is true. A line that someone else wrote that I had to say.
Well, somebody wrote it.
But now, can we just say, you're welcome, America?
Well, but hold on. But hold on just a second. Hold on. It is really nice that you brought Gabe back, Dad.
Here's the thing.
No, it's true.
It's next.
I know you're busy,
it's next
and you don't have a lot of time. But you really need to think about me. I'm important too.
Also, you're welcome, America, that he's back, but I sewed his lips shut, so...
Winner, winner,
and by the way, just so you know, when I saw that was the thing and my lips were so shut, then I knew for a fact that Rob had written that other line of dialogue and then wrote that bit.
That's true.
So I do blame you still for the other one, because clearly you had a hand in it.
That's fair, yeah. It's a dream come true.
There was nobody, everybody thought that was somebody else. How many people were surprised to see that?
It's funny, a lot of people were saying to me, like via Twitter, like, is that the top of your head? It's your top of your head in the preview, and I was like,
I don't think so.
The worst was in Orlando when someone asked a question and you're going off in the whole thing, like, yeah, he doesn't have time to bring me back. I'm like, because I knew you had done about that scene, and I was like,
But we did it, Rob. We kept it under lock and key.
Yep.
All right. That wasn't a question already. You, go ahead.
My question is, between the two, Dean and Sam, who does Gabriel like torturing the most?
Between who?
Dean and Sam.
Who does Gabriel like torturing? Well, I don't think Gabriel likes torturing either one of those boys. But I think Gabriel's very supportive in his own unsupported way. I mean, I think, for starters, he's had a bad 7 years, okay? It's been a rough go. He's not necessarily in tip-top fighting shape. But I don't think he does like to torture them. I think
it's a loving torture?
It's like, if you love something, let it free, and if it comes back, ask it to get the fuck out of your face. That's kind of, I think, Gabriel's approach to the whole thing. He's not much of a team player. We're learning that.
Who are we talking about?
Gabriel or Rich? Gabriel. Oh, okay, sorry. The real question is, and I was going to wait till later to bring it up, but it's like, wow.
No.
You really left me hanging in there for 7 years. I'm one of your children. And Asmodeus is not one of your, special ones, but you kind of let him, do bad things to your boy for a long time. And that makes me wonder, what the fuck?
So, in this previous season, we figured out Gabe is still alive and he was in hell the whole time. Why didn't God save him during,
Thank you! Thank you for asking the question. Thank you for addressing the elephant on the planet. Why?
Cheers.
Robbie? The floor is yours.
This is a can of worms, and this is what you just did. I'm sorry, what was the question? No, I think I had stated when I was back in season 11 that, that I didn't have time to bring Gabriel back.
That says what?
So, as it turns out, Gabriel was in trouble, but I just had a lot of other things on my plate. It was like, save the world, reconcile relationships.
You had time to build a pool hall for yourself.
That was easy.
With your own stage.
That's true.
So you could sing to yourself.
Well, it meant a lot to me.
That's right. I don't know, Robbie. Word's her.
Well, how about Robbie? I'm God.
I don't know, Gotti. Word's her.
Hopefully you've learned your lesson.
I don't know if I have.
It's hard when someone's for eternity in their awkward teen years. I hated seeing Gabriel tortured like that. Sorry. Speaking. And that was rough. That was rough to watch. I was a little bit secretly okay with his mouth being soda shot. That was for this reason. Because of the snarky snark.
Okay. You want to do a strong talking to and go right to the soda lip shot? Pretty extreme parenting. I haven't read all the parenting manuals, but I'm pretty sure you can file that one under a-hole.
Well, you certainly have read them all, because no one's ever had a son like you. You're real difficult. When your sons are Gabriel and Lucifer, I don't know if you have any parents in the audience, but you hear me. It's difficult. You don't always make the greatest choices because you're so angry. I'm happy for you that you came back. And, you know, you're not dead in my book. You're still very much alive.
Well, it's...
And my plan is...
I'd love to read your book because...
It's my plan. I know, I've been writing it. It's a whole thing. But my plan is, we've got a couple more seasons left. Maybe you and I come on back together. To the door, linking arms, father and son back together again, both alive and well.
We have often been asked, like, what would be your favorite episode of Supernatural that it hasn't happened, and I've decided what it is. We've talked about it before. I so badly want them to have an episode, whether it's alternate universe, normal universe, or whatever, where we have... I'm going to leave some people out here not on purpose, but you have Balthazar, you have Charlie, you have Lucifer, Gabriel, you have Cain, you have Crowley, you have all these people, and it's Rob in the middle, and it's the Last Supper. Obviously, Sam and Dean and Misha, and it's like you have that image in this, and so you go into the various conversations, but overall, it's you in the middle going.
It's not like giving a blessing. So this,
No, it's the exasperated version. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this question is for Rob.
Bobo?
The show spent a lot of time processing your return with Lucifer and your relationship with Lucifer. If you had had time to process with Castiel in the same manner, what would that have looked like?
That's a tricky question because I did talk to Lucifer in the body of Castiel, so that was...
Right, but actual Castiel, I think, is the question.
Right, so if
you were...
God was dealing with Castiel,
Yeah.
what would that have looked like? I think it would have been very similar to the Lucifer Castiel conversation, except it would have been a lot more affectionate.
Right, because he was loyal to you.
Exactly, and he's he's kind of my favorite angel, you know. So
I'm right here.
but you guys are first of all, you're archangels.
Okay, well,
Second
still
of all,
angels. You don't treat us like that.
You're not my fave.
Well,
That's right. Now,
no kidding.
You went like, "You're not my fave" with your hand, and I'll just step over here so it's more...
No, it's definitely aimed at me.
No, it's definitely aimed at him.
It's aimed at me. It's not you.
Michael was my favorite, but now Michael, in the body of other people, is doing lots of damage. So,
Yeah, well...
our family is a mess, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. And hey, I take full responsibility. I was a nowhere dad. I was never
right.
around. I always traveled. I had lots of conventions to go to. I mean, God stuff to do.
I'm Lindsay. I was wondering, this is a question for Rob. What's the best part about being God?
Man, I gotta tell you, it's a lot of pressure. You got a lot to live up. It's big, huge shoes. The biggest shoes there are. Well, a little guy. But the best part about it is really at the end of the day, you kind of just have the final word. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, but I'm God. I know. But I'm God, so. Except I guess when you meet your sister, then it's someone else has an equally darker version of the same word. Yeah, I guess it's easier to win arguments. But I gotta tell you, it's a lot of pressure. And your son's complaining all the time. This one here, there's nothing but complaints. And you just gotta take it. You gotta take the abuse. There's a lot of abuse out there. But at the end of the day, Oh God. I guess I did. Just put a period on it.
This is my favorite question to ask because the answer is never me. Andrew, last year was fun because we saw the return of so many of our favorite, including characters played by our humble moderators, -1. So what about this season? Can we expect to see more of the old faves?
Well, you're trying to bring back the favorites. And, you know, we've been on the show for 14 years. A lot of people fall by the wayside. That's why.
Andrew told me this summer that they give all the favorites directing jobs as well.
Yeah. Well, there's certain people you're interested in their career and them as people.
Yes.
Yeah, and you want to help their lives. Yeah.
Even the Almighty gets no respect. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Angela, and this is my daughter Isabel. It's her first convention. She's a little anxious to ask a question, so.
Please do.
Okay. I just want to say thank you. You brought me and my daughter a lot closer with your show, so thank you so much.
I love that. Amazing. Very
So
cool.
we were wondering, you know, we talked back and forth about the show. Is it an inside joke that they brought Gabe back for only a couple episodes just to kill him off again? Do you guys make fun of him for that?
Brought Gabe back?
Yeah.
Well, it is supernatural, and we've seen Castiel come back from the empty, so never count anybody out. I don't know what's going to happen with Gabriel, legitimately I don't, but I did love his arc last year. If you were to watch, yeah, and then also Richard as a director is doing a killer job, and we're looking at him back, I think, twice this year. So, it's one of those situations almost like, again, I don't know what happens, and I said this about Jim Beaver for 7 years until he came back, but if that's I'll echo and parrot what I said about Bobby Singer. If that's the way Bobby Singer, the character Jim Beaver, goes out, that's a pretty friggin' cool way to go out. So, same way about Gabriel. If that's the way Gabriel goes out, if that's what he sacrifices to help the world, the Winchesters, and our existence, then that's a cool way to go out. That having been said, I hope to see him again.
I like to think that we did just bring him back so we could kill him one more time.
Thinking the same thing.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm reading you. I got you. Yeah, I mean, we maybe do it again, you know? No.
Change the charm.
Yeah, that's right.
Thank you, and thank you, Isabel.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, guys.